14 years and 6 months ago, Minecraft Alpha 1.2.6 came out. If this isn't the pinnacle of nostalgia, I don't know what is. Essentially, what I want to do is play this old game and just talk about life and talk about things and talk about self-improvement, talk about mental health, talk about physical health, talk about all that kind of stuff. Minecraft is pretty universally like the chillest game in the world and the most nostalgic and the most memorable and the most peaceful, and it's just the game to play while you talk, especially about things as existential and serious as life. Really quickly, I want to change it to hard mode, and then I'm going to change the sneak button to K because that's what I'm used to, and everything else is fine. Inventory should be E, but for nostalgia's sake, we will keep it as I. It'll make me a little slower, which is probably a good thing because over the years, I have gotten way too good at this game, so it'll be kind of nice to be a little worse at it. Also, where are the sounds? Oh, the sounds are right here. Okay, sounds need to go down a lot. Alright, well this is Minecraft Alpha 1.2.6. Oh man, I remember the first Let's Play I ever watched was from around that time period. Holy crap, you were loud, dude. Calm down. The first Let's Play I ever watched was from that time period, and one of the first ones I watched was Sea Nanners. And of course, after that, I... Actually, my origin story of playing this game is pretty funny. So I remember I was... Well, how old was I at this point? I was probably 7. I think I just turned 7. It was early 2011, and we were at, oh, was it T-Mobile? It was either T-Mobile or Verizon. I was at one of the cell phone carrier stores, and I was playing on one of the iPhones. Oh man, the music. No. The music is so nostalgic, man. For some reason, the game volume is always way louder than my voice in OBS. But yeah, the first time I ever played Minecraft was early 2011. I was at one of the cell phone stores, and I was playing on one of the iPhones. And one of the iPhones happened to have Minecraft on it. And I played on it, and it was like the first edition it was like when Pocket Edition first came out. And I remember just messing around, building a house, playing with the animals, spawning a bunch of them in, and yeah, that was my first experience. Eventually I got Minecraft on my phone and played on Pocket Edition for like over a year and a half. And then, late 2012, after watching a ton of Minecraft and playing a ton of Pocket Edition, I got it for the computer on, actually, I know the exact date. It was October 9th. October 9th, 2012. That was the day that my life actually legitimately changed forever. And I know it sounds cringe to some people. I am very anti-video games as an adult. Now, I'm not shaming you if you play video games and you're an adult. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. If you enjoy it, and if it's what makes you happy in life, then that's fine. And actually, in a lot of ways, unless it's harming somebody else or the world in some way, that's how I am about life in general. I think if it helps you and you like it, then that's fine. However, I think if you are ambitious, I forgot the button. If you are ambitious, let me make a sword. If you are ambitious and you want to get somewhere in life, and honestly, the reality of life as an adult is scary. You have to work and slave away your life, and how miserable it is living as an adult. And I simply cannot get complacent in that lifestyle, to the point where I'm just kind of hanging out playing video games on my weekends or when I get off work. I've been there. Like when I first was like 18, like okay, maybe, but once you get a little older and you're like really experiencing how miserable life can get and how difficult and how challenging, you really do not want to play video games. You really do not want to waste time. Something sparks something in you and you just want to succeed. You want to do better. You want to lift weights, exercise, get in shape. You want to make money. You want to start a business. Something just lights a fire in you. That's at least how it is for about half the population. Then the other half of the population just kind of gives up and tries to stay comfortable, tries to stay in complacency. Maybe they don't believe they can succeed. Maybe they don't believe they can get anywhere in life. They've already kind of ruled out that possibility for themselves. And as a result, they just stay in their life of complacency, and they play video games after work to numb the pain. They drink alcohol to numb the pain. They smoke weed to numb the pain. They listen to music. They do all these little instant gratification things, which, when used as a cope, is a very dangerous thing. And that is the majority of people's lives. I simply cannot live that life anymore, and I've done it. I've lived it, and I can no longer do it. I just can't. And so, it is no shame to you if you play video games, but I personally think playing video games is a waste of time and is not something I want to be doing. Now you're probably thinking, okay, well, you're playing Minecraft right now. I will say, I have not played this game at all in the past like 3-4 years, unless for making videos. Do not spend my past time playing Minecraft. I just don't. And it's gonna turn nighttime soon, so probably should get more wood and build a house. However, I still would say that Minecraft is the exception, because Minecraft is one of the most meaningful games of my life. This game, and I am not ashamed to say it, even though most people who would not get it would call it cringe. I don't care if it seems cringe. I don't care if it seems stupid, if it seems weird, but Minecraft saved my life. It saved me as a traumatized, abused child. It saved me from pain and suffering and heartbreak and a lot of things in life. Yes, was it a cope? Yes, it was, but also I was 10 years old, I was 12 years old, I was 14. That's a little bit of a different story. You know what I mean? So, yes, this was a coping mechanism for my life, but I think we all can agree that I get a pass, and so do you. This game is so memorable. I mean, tens of thousands of hours of experience and memories and multiplayer servers, Hunger Games, survival, factions, kit PvP, mini games, servers with friends that you started and never really got past like a week of playing on, and we all know those servers. They were probably the most fun of them all. All the single player servers we started, all the builds we did in creative, all the videos we watched, the YouTubers, Captain Sparkles, Rendog, Stampy, Dan TDM, who else? Okay, let's just name drop a bunch of YouTubers for nostalgia's sake. Oh yeah, they drop wool when you smack them. I forgot about that. And who else? Noah Craft, Sky, Sunday, Bayesian, Jerome, the whole team crafted. And then Cube, so that was a little later on, but we have Grazer, we have Grape, we have all those guys, Bayani, Stacy, all of them, and then we have, why am I forgetting? We have Seth Bling, we have Good, we have King Daddy D-Mac, and then the whole Hermitcraft gang. We have C-Nanners, we have Syndicate, we have the whole Mayonite gang as well. We have, oh, it's turning nighttime. We should probably build a little house somewhere before we die. Oops. How about we build it right here? Just for now. It's actually kind of a cool spot. Boom, boom. Probably gonna have to make it a little small because we did not get much. Oh, here we go. We have some more wood. Yeah, there you go. crafting table. Let's make a... what can we make right now? Torches. Torches would be very, very helpful. Torch. Torch. Awesome. Let's make a door so we can get in and out of the house. Wow. That's a very nostalgic sky. Wow. That is beautiful. This game is so nostalgic, man. Wow. Well, I guess it's a good time to go ahead and start mining. So let's go ahead and do that. Build a little extension there. What other YouTubers do we have? Why am I forgetting all of them? We have Ant Venom. We have Dig Build Live, the animation series. And then we have all the music videos, of course, all the animations that were, in hindsight, very, very cringy, but also, don't forget, we were like 10 years old, so it's a little different. It was pretty hard when we were younger, but now, obviously, it's very cringe. We have Tobuscus, we have so many other people. I couldn't name them all, but there's so many. Huawei was my favorite. Probably one of the best Minecraft competitive players of all time. But yeah, it's such a memorable time of my life, and so many other people's lives, and so many memories, and the music, and all of it together just makes something, and just the place we were at in our lives when we were playing this game makes it so nostalgic. I don't know how else to put it. It's just, you just had to be there. Oh, can you not do that? Okay, cool. Boom, boom. Okay, let's make a couple more pickaxes. Okay, even if I'm this motivated adult, even though I'm an adult living an adult life and trying to make my mark in this world, I still can't help but slow down and look at my childhood, what literally raised me and brought me up, and what just, oh my goodness, that's terrifying. Oh my goodness, that is so much damage. Wow, this game was so much scarier back then. Oh. Oh yes, we got him. Oh, zombie. Oh no. Ah, that's terrifying. Okay, let's get this coal. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making more videos of Minecraft Alpha in this world. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about life and possibly a little bit more Minecraft nostalgia and nostalgic things and references, and but talk about some very serious topics. That is my goal. I don't want to live in this nostalgia too long, but I do. Oh, that went to the surface. I do want to delve into it while we're in the nostalgic feels. But yeah, I remember vividly when I first got Minecraft. On the computer, the first time I got Minecraft on the computer, I played probably 8 hours a day. It probably was a little excessive, to be honest, and it wasn't good for me. But It was a little more moderate when I was younger because I wasn't allowed to play for more than like 2 hours, so it wasn't too bad. But then once I got to be like 11 years old, 12 years old, I got kind of crazy, and I played probably 10 hours a day. So not great, but that was my life, and I've played with so many different people. I remember playing Hunger Games and really liking the Hunger Games. I remember watching Captain Sparkles and Ren Dog and Sea Nanners and Tobuscus, and these were all kind of my first Let's Plays that I was watching. And I got really into factions as well and prison servers, and for some reason I really played a lot of those ones early on. And then I remember playing, and I remember servers like Frostcast. I remember servers like Mineplex was pretty early on, but Frostcast and a couple of prison servers that don't exist anymore were the first ones I played. A couple of faction servers as well, and Hypixel 2 was a pretty early one that still exists and still is popular. But yeah, I played in all these servers. I played, made a lot of friends, and eventually in 2017, I believe, yes, 2017, I created my own online group that was supposed to be very similar to the Cube, which the Cube was a group of YouTubers who played in ultra hardcore together, as well as had their own SMP, and they just had a lot of chemistry and were a lot of fun to watch. I wanted to mimic that with my own group, and I did, and we had 11 seasons of UHC and I believe 3 seasons of SMP survival servers, and so 3 survival servers, and it was lots of fun. We have so many videos, so many collabs that were loads of fun, and it never got that popular. I mean, there was a time period where we would get like 300 to 500 views every video, but that was pretty much the height of it. We had a couple YouTubers that went on after Valor, after, oh my goodness, I'm being attacked. Oh no. Spider. We had a couple YouTubers that went on after Valor to become pretty popular, actually. One of them is Aaron, or I think his YouTube channel is Are You Mad? LOL. At Phoenix, we have our good friend Isaac was getting pretty popular for a while there. So there was a couple others that I'm forgetting. It was lots of fun having that community, and I'm so glad to have met all those online friends, and they're still a part of my life in some sense. I mean, we still talk every once in a while. We still come together. Funny enough, actually, I'm friends with Grazer and a couple other Cube members, like Shadow Apples, I guess, was a UHC player, not a Cube member, but I'm actually friends with them on Discord, which is funny enough, because I was working with Grazer to create a fan ultra hardcore series, which you might have watched if you were into the Cube. And I did a couple other things, but lots of fun. A couple other things that are very nostalgic were Captain Sparkles' songs, Revenge, and parodies of music videos. And then what else? We have, and then Tobuscus's series, which was he was hilarious. That guy is a very funny guy, to put it lightly. I watch a lot of Ren Dog. I loved Ren Dog. I followed him hardcore, which I'm not sure why I clung to Ren Dog so much, but I just loved him as a human being, as a YouTuber, as a creator, as just a person. Banana Pie Lord, iconic. I don't think his videos, his Minecraft videos, are even up anymore. Sea Nanners, iconic. The My Night series, iconic. The Reddit UHC community, iconic. Bad Lion, and the whole PvP scene with Dante and Tyler's, and All those guys, Extestorio, Huawei, absolutely iconic. Loved it, and I was very much in that scene in 2016 and 2017, and I guess 2015. Before that, it was all Hunger Games, but that was a good time as well. Was the Hunger Games era of 2014 and 2015. But I remember I spent a lot of time playing the Xbox edition. This music is so loud. I'm sorry. I remember in around 2014 to 2015 to, I guess, a few years after that as well, I played a lot of Xbox edition with my sister, which was very, very good memories, even though we always fought over it. We played and played, we would be on creative and build houses together and just hang out, and it was lots of fun. I remember, because my parents divorced, my mom always had an Xbox, so we would always play together. I think my dad bought an Xbox for us at one point too, but it didn't last very long. That was an Xbox 360, and then the Xbox One was at my mom's house, so we always played Xbox One Minecraft at her house on weekends when she would have custody. And then, what else? I would play a lot of, at that point, I think it was 2015, 2016, and 1.9 and 1.12, were the edition, were like this, was like the versions that were coming out, and I wasn't really big into it, and I tried to play survival a lot of times, and I couldn't get myself to have fun. I couldn't get myself to play, and it was hard, but I was still playing because why not? And that's kind of when I started the UHC SMP group with all my friends, because that really revived my love for the game. That was a lot of fun. And the whole PvP part of it was fun too, but that gets old after a while. I mean, very, very nostalgic period of my life. I don't know where I'd be without Minecraft, and I feel like Minecraft kind of raised me in a way, and I feel like it taught me a lot of things in a in a very weird way. It's very weird saying that, but I feel like Minecraft did teach me a lot. And the friendships that I couldn't find in the real world as easily. I was sporty. I played basketball. I was a part of communities. I got along with people, but I just couldn't make friends at school and in the real world. And so Minecraft was a good opportunity for me to have that. It was a safe space. It was peaceful. There's nothing more peaceful than playing Minecraft. And maybe that is a coping mechanism for the real world, for real, like how life is supposed to be, for real nature, real farming, real building, real survival. We don't get to have that anymore because we live in cities and we live in the industrial era. We live in technology. We live in with all this accessible to us. So we feel that our only way to experience that again is through Minecraft, and Minecraft encapsulates that perfectly. And so yeah, maybe it is a coping mechanism, but when we're 12 years old and we're just trying to look for peace in life, it works very well. It is a great source of peace, a great source of comfort, a great source of a great source of enjoyment, a great source of friendships, and the music makes it memorable, and the music makes it calming. The music makes it psychologically, it does something that just makes you emotional, that makes you, I don't know what kind of psychology was put into it, but the minute you hear that song just come on, whether it's Key or whether it's Subwoofer Lullaby or whether it's or whether it's Hagstrom, whether it's Sweden, no matter the song, when it comes on, it encapsulates years and years of your life, and it just all starts flooding back. You feel it, you remember it, you experienced it, and it all comes back to you. There's nothing like that in this world that does that, really. Sure, music does that in a way, but the Minecraft soundtrack encapsulates something so existentially peaceful as well as nostalgic. Maybe it's the simpler times, maybe it's the escape that it once was for us from the real world. It was life-changing, and it is always a pleasure coming back to this game after all these years later and just seeing the nostalgia and being in it and experiencing it again. There's something about it that is so special, and I'm grateful that I got to experience it. I'm grateful that younger me got to experience it, and I'm grateful for all the memories and all the people I met and all the worlds and all the builds. It changed my life, it saved my life as a kid, and for that, I'm grateful. Thank you, Minecraft, for all the memories. With that being said, I think I'm going to end the video off here. I will see you all hopefully sometime soon.